Most men don't even realize when a woman is interested in them. Not because the signs aren't there, but because they're too distracted, too reactive, or too in their own heads to see them. Women won't always say it outright, but they reveal attraction in ways most guys completely overlook. And here's the difference. While the average guy either overanalyzes or misses the moment entirely, the stoic man, he sees it. He stays composed. And he knows exactly how to respond. Today, I'm breaking down 5 secret signals women use to show interest, so you can recognize them, stay in control, and never second-guess yourself again. But wait. Before we begin, please subscribe to ensure that you never miss out on any of my essential stuff. Stoicism isn't about ignoring emotions. It's about mastering them. And when it comes to attraction, most men either overreact or don't react at all. They see a woman glance at them, touch her hair, or stand a little closer, and they either jump to conclusions or completely miss the moment. But the stoic man, he doesn't chase. He doesn't doubt himself. He observes, understands, and responds with quiet confidence. Women communicate interest in ways that are subtle but intentional. If you don't recognize these signals, you could be missing out on opportunities without even knowing it. But if you do, you position yourself as the kind of man who doesn't just get noticed, but naturally attracts. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 secret ways women show interest, through the lens of Stoicism, so you can stay calm, aware, and always in control. Let's dive in. Eye contact is one of the most primal forms of human communication. It's silent, yet it speaks volumes. When a woman holds eye contact with you for a second longer than normal, or if she repeatedly glances at you and then looks away, she's doing something intentional. She's testing your awareness. Most men miss this or misinterpret it. Some become anxious and look away too quickly, signaling nervousness or a lack of confidence. Others misread it and assume it means instant attraction, leading them to act too aggressively. But the truth is, eye contact is a game of presence. A woman will lock eyes with a man to see if he's socially aware, if he can hold composure, and if he's confident in himself. Stoic lesson: remain composed. Don't react impulsively. A stoic man doesn't flinch. He acknowledges the moment without overanalyzing it. When a woman gives you prolonged eye contact, the best response is simple. Maintain your calm, return her gaze with a subtle, confident look, and then let her be the one to look away first. This isn't about dominance, it's about self-possession. You're signaling that you're a man in control of his emotions, not someone who gets overly excited over small cues. Now, quick glances are different. If she looks at you multiple times within a short period, it's not random. She's curious, she's interested, and she's likely waiting for you to make a move. The stoic approach here? Recognize it, but don't rush. Instead of seeking immediate validation, continue carrying yourself with confidence. Let her attraction build naturally. Playing with hair or accessories. This one is nearly universal. A woman playing with her hair, adjusting her necklace, or subtly fidgeting with her hands often signals attraction. But here's the key: it's subconscious. She's not consciously thinking, "I'm going to touch my hair to show interest." It's her body's natural response to being around someone she finds intriguing. Why does this happen? It's a mix of self-presentation and nervous energy. Women instinctively want to look their best when they're around someone they're attracted to, so they adjust their appearance. It's also a way of releasing excitement or anticipation without verbalizing it. Stoic approach: observe, but don't let flattery control your response. Confidence is key. Many men see a woman playing with her hair and think, "She's into me, I need to act now." But a stoic man understands that attraction isn't about chasing, it's about allowing things to unfold naturally. He doesn't let minor gestures inflate his ego. Instead, he acknowledges the signal and remains steady. If you notice a woman repeatedly adjusting her hair when she talks to you, or if she starts playing with her necklace when you enter the room, take note. But remember, it's just a piece of the puzzle. Combine this with other signs before making assumptions. The true power lies in maintaining your frame, remaining collected and letting her attraction build at its own pace. Subtle physical touches. Touch is one of the strongest forms of communication, and it often happens in ways that seem casual but carry deeper meaning. If a woman playfully shoves your arm, brushes against you in conversation, or stands just a little closer than necessary, it's intentional. She's creating a connection without explicitly stating it. Think about it. People don't touch those they don't want to be close to. Women understand social space far better than men do. If she's breaking that space by lightly touching you, it's a sign she's comfortable and interested. Stoic insight. Acknowledge without desperation. Control your emotions and let attraction build naturally. What does this mean in practice? It means you don't jump at every touch like a puppy desperate for attention. Instead, you remain composed, recognizing her touch as a sign, not a demand for immediate action. When a woman playfully touches you, the best response is to maintain your frame. You can subtly return the energy, but never overdo it. The goal is to let the tension build. If she touches your arm while laughing at a joke, acknowledge it with a smirk, but don't react as if it's a major event. This calm approach keeps you in control and makes you more attractive. One of the biggest mistakes men make is escalating too quickly when a woman makes physical contact. A stoic man understands that attraction is a slow burn, not an instant ignition. By maintaining a grounded presence, you allow the dynamic to unfold naturally, making her want to engage with you even more. Mirroring your actions. Mirroring is a psychological phenomenon where someone subconsciously mimics the body language, speech patterns, or movements of the person they're drawn to. It's a strong indicator of connection, and when a woman does this, it's a major sign of interest. You might notice that she crosses her arms right after you do. Maybe she leans in when you lean in, or she starts using similar phrases to yours in conversation. This isn't coincidence, it's biology. When we feel comfortable and connected with someone, our brains naturally sync up with theirs. Stoic thought: don't assume, confirm with patience. Attraction should be organic, not forced. A stoic man doesn't immediately assume that mirroring means guaranteed attraction. He sees it as a positive indicator and continues observing. Instead of pointing it out or making a big deal out of it, he lets it play out. If you notice a woman mirroring you, use it as a sign to gauge her interest. But remember, your role is to remain composed. The moment you become overly reactive or force things, the natural chemistry is lost. Keep your cool, maintain your energy, and let her attraction grow on its own. Finding excuses to talk to you. A woman who repeatedly starts conversations, asks you random questions, or lingers when she has no real reason to stay is showing clear interest. Women rarely waste their time engaging with someone they have no attraction to. She might ask for your help with something small, like reaching for an item or giving an opinion on something random. She might make a joke or find a way to keep the conversation going. These are all ways she's subtly signaling, "I want your attention." Stoic rule: be aware but don't rush. Let her attraction grow by staying grounded and self-assured. The mistake most men make: they get too eager. The moment they notice a woman making conversation, they flood her with attention, overpraising her, or worse, talking too much about themselves. A stoic man handles it differently. He listens. He engages, but he doesn't overinvest. He lets the conversation flow naturally, responding with measured interest. This restraint creates intrigue. She feels the pull of your presence without feeling like she has complete control over the interaction. By staying centered and composed, you allow her to feel safe and intrigued at the same time. She wants to keep talking to you, not because you're trying too hard, but because your presence itself is drawing her in. Attraction isn't something you force, it's something you recognize. Women won't always say, "Hey, I like you," outright, but their actions speak louder than words. The way they hold eye contact, the way they mirror your body language, the way they find excuses to talk to you, it's all intentional. But here's the thing, most men miss these signs, or worse, overreact to them. A woman who's interested will show it through small but powerful behaviors. Quick glances, playing with her hair, standing just a little too close, or subtly touching your arm. But instead of seeing these as green lights to act impulsively, the Stoic man remains composed. He understands that attraction isn't about chasing, it's about letting things unfold naturally. He never puts a woman on a pedestal just because she shows interest. He observes, but he doesn't become reactive. The key takeaway: women communicate interest subtly, but the Stoic man stays calm, aware, and confident, never needy, never desperate. He doesn't let a glance or a small touch dictate his emotions. He remains centered, letting attraction grow at its own pace. Because the second you start overanalyzing or seeking constant validation, you lose the very confidence that makes you attractive in the first place. Think about it. How often do you see guys fumble when a woman shows interest? They either get too eager, putting all their focus on her, or they completely freeze up, unsure of how to respond. But the man who carries himself with quiet confidence, he stands out without trying. He creates intrigue by simply being present, staying in control of himself, and allowing the woman to lean in instead of chasing after her approval. Attraction is a dynamic. It's a dance. And the more you understand the psychology behind it, the more effortless it becomes. This isn't about manipulation. It's about mastering your own presence so that you naturally draw people in without having to force anything. So, what's the next step? Want more insights on mastering social dynamics with a Stoic mindset? Subscribe to the channel and comment Stoic below for more. And remember, confidence isn't about proving yourself. It's about knowing your worth and letting others recognize it. Stay focused, stay composed, and let the right connections happen naturally.